What's going on, guys? Coltonmush back at it with another video. E3 2015 has come and gone, and in my opinion, this is one of the best E3s of recent memory. And in this video, I'm going to be taking a look at my top 5 games of E3. Leave your top 5s in the comment section down below. Obviously, this is my top 5, so it's going to differ from yours. And I'd love to hear what everybody thinks. What's your favorite games of E3? So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into this with number 5. Number 5 is Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands by Ubisoft Paris. And I'm really surprised that not a lot of people are talking about this. This seems like a game that would be right up a lot of people's alleys. And it just looks like a really fun game. It's an open world tactical shooter that you definitely want to play with a couple friends. The story is kind of generic. You're pretty much the US Army and you're trying to stop drug cartels. That doesn't matter, but it really looks like a fun game and it reminds me a lot of Arma, actually. Obviously, it's less simulation-like, but it looks like a ton of fun, especially if you have a couple friends to play with. Just a giant open world to explore, but if you guys are excited for this game, expect a downgrade. This game, I'm 99% sure, is gonna get a downgrade, just like Watch Dogs and just like The Division. So expect that, but this still looks like a really fun game. Number 4, Mirror's Edge Catalyst. I've spoken about how big of a fan of the Mirror's Edge game I was that was released in 2008. I was never expecting that game to get another entry in its series. I don't say sequel because this game isn't a sequel. This game is more of a prequel or a reboot, and it's going to explore Fate's past, and it's gonna be an open world game as well, and it's gonna drop the horrendous gunplay from the original Mirror's Edge. No more gunplay, just parkour melee combat from building to building. This game looks awesome and exactly what I wanted out of another Mirror's Edge game. Gorgeous visuals, a giant world to explore, no horrendous gunplay. This game looks awesome. And they're doing everything I could have wanted from another Mirror's Edge game. This is a game that I'm definitely going to pick up. It's coming out February of 2016. Number 3, Star Wars Battlefront. I've been hyped for this game for a long time. I think they announced this game back in E3 of 2015. And finally, November of this year, we're going to get our hands on Star Wars Battlefront. Graphically, the game looks ridiculous, and it just looks like a game that can bring me back into multiplayer competitive shooters, which I've really fallen out of over recent years. And just like Battlefront 2, I'm going to pour a lot of hours into this game. This is a game I'm so excited for. Thank God it's coming out this year. I really thought this game was going to come out in 2016, but nope, November 17th of this year, we're going to get to play Star Wars Battlefront. Just an insane looking game, and it looks like a ton of fun. And like I've said before, I'm not even a Star Wars fan, but I am totally hyped for this game. And if you are a Star Wars fan, you're probably just chomping at the bit to get your hands on this game. Only a couple more months now. Number 2, Fallout 4. Some of you guys might think I'm crazy. Why the hell is Fallout 4 only number 2? We'll get to number 1 in a second, but Fallout 4 is a game that I am amped for. I was telling everyone that this game was going to come out in 2015, and everybody was looking at me like I was batshit crazy, but yes, it is coming out November 10th of 2015. Star Wars Battlefront and Fallout 4 in the same month. That is RIP life level stuff right there. But this is another game you're going to pour hours and hours into. If it's going to be anything like Skyrim, we're also going to get a shitload of mods, and that's going to make me stay on this game for a very long time. And this time around, you have a dog, and your main character is actually voiced. Thank God. I've been wanting a voiced main character in one of the Fallout or Elder Scrolls games for a long time now. And finally, we're going to get one in Fallout 4, just a couple more months. November 10th, mark it down, take weeks off, because you're going to pour a lot of hours into this game. And finally, number 1, the Final Fantasy VII Remake. This game is only confirmed for PS4 right now. It's coming out on PS4 first, but I imagine that it's also going to come out on Xbox One and PC later on. Guys, you don't know how big of a fan of the original Final Fantasy VII I was. I've been wanting a remake for like the last decade. Ever since they showed off that tech demo for the PlayStation 3 of the Final Fantasy VII opening sequence running on the PS3, I was just like, oh my god, we need a remake. And year after year, I've been hoping for it. Eventually, I just kind of gave up. And when Sony dropped the Megaton announcement that Final Fantasy VII is getting remade, finally, I was so excited. Final Fantasy VII is a game that everybody has to experience. And I know a lot of people are hesitant to play the original 1997 version. I mean, that game by today's standard looks like absolute garbage. But finally, now a whole new generation of gamers can play this amazing game. A lot of people consider Final Fantasy VII the peak point of Square Enix, and finally they're remaking it. It's about damn time. I mean, we've been wanting it for so long now, and finally it's coming out. I am so excited, but this is a game I don't expect to play for at least 5 years. The world of Final Fantasy VII was so big that just remaking it in a modern day engine is going to take several years. And they said they want to add additional content that wasn't present in the original Final Fantasy VII. So if you guys are excited for this game, don't expect to play it for a long time. Some people are thinking 2017 release date. I think that's way too early. I'm saying 2020 at the earliest. But I'm still excited, and I will be counting the days until we can play this Final Fantasy VII remake. So let me know what your guys' top 5 E3 games are. There was so much to pick from. And there were so many great games shown at E3. Last Guardian, Halo 5, No Man's Sky, just so many games. Let me know in the comment section down below what were your favorite games. And as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.